Oh boy, I might get crucified for this one. Gonna be exiled from the community and banned from ever watching another episode of Murder Drones as soon as this video goes up. So, you could say that Murder Drones is quite popular. In fact, it's probably the most popular thing both Liam and Glitch Productions have ever created. More so than Cliffside, it beats Internation Cube by a landslide. And if you were to compare Murder Drones to Meta Runner, excluding the trailers, the 4 episodes of Murder Drones have more views than every episode of Meta Runner combined. And as with all things that get big on the internet, 9 times out of 10, the fandom is a dumpster fire consistently being doused with more gasoline. And unfortunately, Murder Drones is no different. Murder Drones, like all other fandoms, has faced drama, toxicity, and has some really strange and weird parts to its community. And today, there's a certain part of that community that I want to talk about. Shipping. Oh boy, oh howdy. Shipping. So, I'll just go ahead and say it. Murder Drones shippers can be kinda weird. I know, stunning revelation, who'da thought? But they can be kinda weird, and there's some really weird and nefarious shit that I've seen go on just this website alone. And I kinda want to talk about that. Videos discussing the fandom have already been made in the past, and there's even another video that talks about shipping specifically by Vanity Moth titled My Concern with Murder Drones, which you should go check out. However, that video doesn't talk about the, oddities regarding this fandom and shipping, and this website and shipping, which is what I want to focus on. So, here we go. So, the Murder Drones fandom has a lot of NXUzi shippers. Obviously, that's abundantly clear. These two have been shipped since the beginning, and it's probably the most popular ship aside from N and V. And episodes 3 and 4 giving hints at the possibility of the ship becoming canonical has only added fuel to the fire. And by hints, I mean like small, vague things that hint at the possibility of some chemistry brewing between the two. Like, oh, look at this. Uzi's blushing in this scene, so obviously she has a crush on N. Or she's also doing it here, so there's your proof. What, you want more? Look at this. At the end of episode 4, they hold hands for like 2 seconds. Obviously, they love each other. It's obvious. Like, things like that, very small things that hint that there might be some chemistry between the two. Now, there's nothing wrong with NXUzi or shipping in general. I personally find it kinda odd, but that's just me. If you want to pair fictional characters in a romantic relationship to fulfill your fantasies, go ahead. And even I have to admit, some of the NXUzi stuff is cute. Some of the stuff I've seen, some of the fan art, the comics, it's cute. In fact, I'd say the vast majority of NXUzi content, or any other Murder Drones ship content, is probably innocent. However, just like any other community, there are some nefarious things. And those nefarious things are what I don't like. I don't like how things are taken to the absolute extreme and then cranked up to 11 for extra measure. Even on YouTube, even on this very site, there is some really weird shit I see about Murder Drones and shipping. It is weird, and I think it's a bit too much when it comes to things like this. I mean, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Oh, come on! What the what? Just, why? That's just, okay. Yeah, you get it. This is weird. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or astrophysicist to come to the conclusion that this is kinda strange. As I said, shipping is fine. It's pretty much a natural part of every fandom anyway, regardless of whether it's from a movie, game, book, show, whatever. There's nothing wrong with shipping characters. But seriously, do you have to take it to this level? Do you have to go down this path? I'm a little surprised on how some of these thumbnails are even allowed on YouTube. They're extremely suggestive and inappropriate, and some of them pretty much border on pornography. Like, God forbid you say fuck in the first 15 seconds of your video, but you can have a video thumbnail implying characters engaging in sexually explicit activities? Seriously? Now, I want to clarify. I have nothing against Cougar. I'm not making this specifically to target him and his content. In fact, I was actually a fan of his Godzilla comic dubs he did a few years ago, and I'm not going to pretend that all of his Murder Drones videos are this inappropriate and explicit. Like, I saw his dub of the Serial Designation U comic by Zzark, and I thought it was a pretty good video. And he also has that comic dub with the comic involving the Lily character. So, I'm not making this specifically to shit on him, it's just that his channel is a shining example of what I'm talking about. There's a fair number of Murder Drones videos of his that are very suggestive. They have very suggestive and inappropriate thumbnails, like all of these. And some of the videos aren't much better, like this one, for example. And there are people in the comments that point this stuff out. But it's not just Cougar's content. This type of shit seems to run rampant in the Murder Drones fandom. Just typing NXUzi and NXV into the search bar is something I deeply regret. Seriously, people, please keep the degeneracy in the slimy termite holes of the internet where it belongs. There are websites specifically for your degeneracy. Please keep it there to fester with the specimens of our species who are drawn to it like moths to a flame. And it's not just NXUzi who has the weird fans, it's also NXV, and pretty much every ship has its weirdo fans, let's be honest here. In fact, typing NXV into the Google search bar hailed even worse results than NXUzi. I tell ya, I envy the seal from 45 minutes ago that didn't have to see V commanding N to. I also searched up some other ships, like NXJ, Uzi X Thad, and even Lizzie XV and Lizzie X Doll, on both YouTube and Google. And while Google didn't come up with anything nearly as gross as what it showed me with NXV or NXUzi, YouTube continuously brought up either gotcha videos or Cougar's comic dubs. Which I guess makes sense, since they have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views even, so they're obviously going to show up when you search for Murder Drones, and a few of them also feature Jay and Lizzie. The only time I got truly awful results was when I accidentally put in Lizzie X Thad instead of Uzi X Thad, and up popped a video with a thumbnail that was super, super gross. Like, I can't even show the thumbnail in my video, because even though that video is still up, I feel like if I were to show it in my video, then my video would get taken down. Like, the video is clickbait, but still, the thumbnail is literally against TOS. So I'm surprised that it's managed to stay up for as long as it has. Like, I figured the video would have been taken down within the first 10 minutes if you chose a thumbnail like that. It's literally against TOS. So, I don't know, but I'm not gonna risk showing it, so, yeah. So there's some kinda really weird shipping content being made about Murder Drones. I think I've at least hopefully somewhat established that. And that's just on the YouTube side of things that I've covered as well. I haven't even talked about the cesspools like Twitter, Reddit, Wattpad, Archive of Our Own, etc. But I'd be lying if I said I actually wanted to subject myself to more than 5 seconds on any of them. Like, what I've seen today for this video has already been damaging enough. I don't want to dive any further into this fucking dirty gutter, this fucking sewer pipe, than I already have. For the sake of my well-being, I would rather just end it here and not subject myself to any more brain rot by looking at weird fucking Murder Drones shipping stuff. It's weird, and especially not on websites like Twitter and fucking Wattpad. Ugh! Now, again, I want to clarify that I don't think shipping itself is bad. It's fine if you want to ship NXUzi or NXV or whatever else. I just wanted to point out that some of the stuff I've seen is really fucking weird, and I think it's a little bit nasty and gross. I find it odd that people take it to this much of an extreme, but at the end of the day, the internet will do what the internet will do. It's done this with other fandoms, and now it's doing it with Murder Drones. As with every fandom, Murder Drones has its weird parts and it has its weird fans. So, I just wanted to point out some of the stuff that I've seen circulating on this website and voice my thoughts on it, because I think some of this stuff is kind of fucking disgusting and really fucking weird. So, yeah, don't go out and like witch hunt these people that I've shown in this video. You're not cool if you do that. You're not a good guy. You just look like a fucking asshole. So don't do that. It's stupid. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So yeah, thanks for watching. And that's about it. Bye.